You're listening to the Sacking for the Win podcast on SFTW Radio. And now, your host, OmniDitto.
Hey, thank you, Microphone Man. This is the Sacking for the Win podcast episode, I don't know, because I've stopped uploading them because they haven't been very good. So yeah, today I am joined by Michael Chrysler.
Hello.
And the ever lovely, the ever wonderful Yuki514.
Hello.
Yes. So, sorry I haven't uploaded, guys. There's been shit going down, and yeah, like, even on my regular YouTube channel I haven't uploaded much, so, but we're gonna hopefully make up for that. We tried recording yesterday, but for some reason, college internet was weird. But the important thing is we're doing it right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Not later, right now.
Right now. Today we're going to be talking about YCS Toronto, which was this past weekend. They
had one there, eh?
August 31st to September 1st, which is interesting. I don't even know if that has ever happened before, where a YCS would have technically spanned two formats. But before we get into that, what, Mike, have you been doing in the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Not a whole lot. I've pretty much been taking it easy. The closest thing I've done to Yu-Gi-Oh was fix my heretics to suit the new Forbidden Limited list.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and I'd also like to
which I'll be doing again when the Blue Eye Structure deck comes out.
Right. I'd also like to commend Mike on behalf of the podcast for getting a new mic.
Yes.
Woo!
Got a brand new headset.
Woo! Yeah.
Old one finally died on me after like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, death. It's all intense and shit. So, that's fun. And Yugi, what have you been doing?
Just preparing, just getting decks completed for the new format.
Did I hear that you played in real life for once?
Because I can actually do it again.
Oh, right.
Wait, you mean he actually exists in real life? I thought we were just talking to an AI or something.
Yep.
I am secretly Cortana. You do a voice changer.
Yes.
That's
okay.
like...
Duh.
You know what? I'm not even going to say it. Never mind.
Alright.
Go ahead.
So, I have been kind of playing, like, I have a lot more free time than I thought I would in college. So I've pretty much been messing around with random stuff that I think of. And it's been working out kind of well. I just had some fun, and I went through all my older decks on DN and stuff. Because, like, I didn't even switch a lot of them from last format because I wasn't going to play them. But I ended up taking out an average of at least, like, 6 cards in my deck, which is a lot. I mean, I generally play, like, level 4 decks, so, like, there's the whole taking out Shockmaster, because I generally had that in most of my decks, and then...
Yeah, we all pretty much had that.
I pretty much always had Reborn Heavy, and then Traps, so I took out a lot of cards from my decks. We did record a Bandless podcast, but I didn't upload it, and I don't think I will. I had a thought that maybe, because I do have all the recordings we've never uploaded, I thought maybe I'd just do like one giant lost episode, and just have it be like a...
Sacking for the Win, the lost episodes.
Just have it, yeah, be like something interesting. What have you guys been doing outside of Yu-Gi-Oh? Anything interesting?
I've just been playing Final Fantasy XIV since the launch, and they finally fixed all the server issues, so it's not impossible to log in anymore.
I have a bone to pick with that game because never has it actually been the Final Fantasy. Yuki, what about you?
I've been
You know which one was supposed to be the Final Fantasy? The first one.
We're listening to Yugi talk.
I've been replaying all the Pokemon games in suspense for X and Y.
That's fun. I've been watching Arrested Development, which I don't know if you guys have seen that before. You seen Arrested Development?
I don't think so.
Nope.
It was a Fox TV show a few years ago, and it just got brought back on Netflix.
And that explains why I don't watch it.
No, it's honestly, like, I would put it in, like, my top 10 comedies ever. It's so funny, and it's ridiculously well written. Also narrated by Ron Howard, so...
Oh, that says something.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I getting so many texts? I love how I, like... I don't know. Feels like I don't have friends until I am in the middle of something, and then I have friends.
That usually helps.
Friends are retarded. Don't have them.
So,
only have them when you need something.
yeah, I guess the point of that diatribe was if you have a chance, go check out Arrested Development. Good show. I've also been topping my locals pretty frequently with my Fire Fists, both last format and the format before. Or format after, like this format, yeah. The deck is so good, and I don't understand why it's not winning all the time and why everyone isn't running it. Which I'm fine with it.
People want to play Dragon Rulers and Mermaids and Spellbook and Black Wings.
Sir, you've seen me play those. You've seen me play those decks, and you see I have no trouble with them.
No, but that's the thing. There's so many people. No one's going to be playing Fire Fist, so that's one of the big reasons why it's not going to be doing too well.
Perhaps it's the fact that I'm a good Fire Fist player, but...
And it also could be the fact that it's the beginning of the format.
Really? Really? I
got
really. 6 texts since we started.
Really? Just throw your phone into the toilet.
That's
it mustn't be that bad.
For the sake of convenience, this podcast is being renamed How Many Texts Nick Gets in a Day.
This is now the drinking game of how many texts you can get in a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay. So, YCS Toronto is a thing that happened.
Really?
It did, and...
It happened, eh?
There were a lot of... I don't know if you guys had heard anything about this, but the whole Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh! Movement...
Remember that? Me neither.
Okay, so... My beef with this, with the whole Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing, was not, one, the title Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I get that they're trying to be like Occupy Wall Street, even though it was the complete opposite, that they wanted to boycott Yu-Gi-Oh! As opposed to Occupy Wall Street, where people were standing on Wall Street. It would be the equivalent of people going to tournaments and not playing, which you can't do, usually.
Well, you can.
You can, but, I mean, you don't just...
They would like you to play, but they can't really,
Well, they can kick you out. So.
They can kick you out if you start being a nuisance.
I have found that, like, card shops kick people out of stores more than any other store I can think of. Like, they just...
There's some, really, like, ones I've been to, like, they don't really care if you don't do much, as long as you're there,
But
if you buy some of their stuff, in a sense.
There's always people stealing stuff, though, which is annoying. Scumbag players.
Hey!
So... Yeah. Sorry. The Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh! Movement was ended after the ban list was announced. Like, the TCG ban list. Because they still...
The thing that I like about that is they're actually taking credit for how the ban list is.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's the best part.
It's clear.
They're responsible for having the best ban list ever.
Right. Which it is, but it really doesn't have anything to do with them.
Yeah, it's like... This ban list was made long before the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing even started.
If I remember correctly, they're made, I think a couple of months into the format.
Right.
Then, revised as it goes along.
The thing is, I'm not saying that the movement itself, I totally agree with what their goal was. I think that, I said, the format shouldn't be shit. We shouldn't get the ridiculous rarity bumps we get. I agree that we should get more prize support, but there's a reason why we don't get prize support, which is Kazuki Takahashi. I don't know if we talked about this on another podcast, but when he first created the game, he didn't want it to be, something people played for money. He wanted it to be something people played for fun. Yeah. And that's why we get, an Xbox, which is not a terrible prize, but, I mean, it's still...
Seriously. You can still sell that thing for $300 on eBay.
Right.
Exactly.
It's not that great. Honestly, at this point, I would be smart and hold on to it and leave it sealed, because that shit gains mad value over, 10 years. I just found a copy...
And plus, no one's going to want to buy the next one, so it's here, have my 260.
I had a copy of Mario Strikers for the GameCube.
Oh my god, the game is amazing.
But the best thing
I haven't played the game in forever.
It's sealed, so it's actually worth some money now.
You can't find it anymore,
right,
really.
Yeah, and I was going to
No one really bought the game, that's the thing. No one really bought it.
Exactly. So I also have one of the few copies, so I'm going to sell that and get some money, but that's beside the point. We can just give short impressions on the ban list, I guess. Best ban list in a very long time? I think so.
Ever.
See, I don't know if it's ever... Cause
there are things about it I don't like. In a way...
But you were also one of the few people that didn't love, almost everything about it.
Well, like, in a way, it's good, but if they bring back Heavy to 1, this would be a good list. Because
Really?
Heavy
No,
is needed in
no.
this game.
No, that's absolutely...
Yes, it's
no,
needed.
that's not. That's not.
Yes, it is.
No, okay.
I think the mistake that most people make about this new ban list thing is that they forget that this applies to their opponent as well.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, no, this ruins my deck. Well, this
Yeah, but
ruins your
Heavy
opponent's
Storm is
deck
not
too.
like- people-
Exactly. It's
Well, like,
so
but
fair.
Heavy Storm is needed in the game. It's a regulator. It punishes people for sending too much.
But no, you're not... Are you? Do you think Dark Hole should stay, or should it?
If I'd rather have either of the two, I'd rather have Heavy Storm than Dark Hole.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would, because they can say, "Oh,
Well,
you
why
don't
would
set
they?
that much
Why would
background?
they? Why would they
Okay,
ban
fine."
Dark Hole if they're not going to ban Heavy? Like, why? What sense would that make to only have Dark Hole? Dark Hole is clearly less powerful. Like, it seems like it shouldn't be, but it is. And the reason that Heavy Storm is banned, in my opinion, is because it made for a balanced format.
It's going to come.
How many... Wait, okay, you said that you went... Oh, great. Did it cut out again? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I guess his mic just cut out. Yugi, you said you went to a locals tournament, right?
Wait, what?
You went to a locals tournament recently, right?
Yes, but no Heavy Storm.
How many TG stun did you play?
I didn't play any TG stun.
Okay.
I won because of back row. I won because of fucking back row.
Hey, shh.
I won my duels because of back row. That's the thing.
Do you play Blackwings, don't you?
I was playing Battling Boxers because I didn't have my Blackwings.
What were you playing?
Battling Boxers.
Okay. So...
But I beat decks I wasn't supposed to beat because of back
Okay,
row.
so here's the thing. Do you have to deal with 3 Compulse?
No.
Do you have to deal with 3 D Prison?
No.
Why do you care?
To begin with.
Why do you care?
Because I was able to do stuff that I shouldn't be able to do, like setting multiple back row without any consequence. It's
There is a
stupid.
consequence. You get blind MST'd or Night Beamed.
Blind MST,
Or
okay,
Malevolent
it's not really
Catastrophe,
scary.
or
If you
Legion
have-
of Giant
if you have-
Dragon.
Right, you
If you
get...
have like 4 back row of Blind MST, like, oh,
Are you saying
wow.
that there aren't enough ways to get rid of back row?
I'm just saying, it, like, MST's one thing. It's like, if you have like 4
There's
back row, it's like,
MST,
oh,
there's
MST 's
Dust
so
Tornado.
scary.
Yeah, Dust Tornado's really good.
Oh, that's scary. It's like, oh, I still have all my other back rows you didn't hit.
Right.
Yeah,
Come
they-
at me.
Right. So, I think that Heavy Storm is a bad card. I don't think Heavy Storm should come back. I don't think
It's-
Giant True Nade should come back. I don't
No,
think...
no.
I'm just saying that people were, like, the fact that people believe that Giant True Nade was actually going to come back.
No.
I-
Heavy Storm has more weaknesses than True Nade.
I didn't even, like, bother trying to correct them. I let them think that because I was like, okay, you can have Giant True Nade, so I can do Firefish shenanigans.
It's like...
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the shit I could do if I had Giant True Nade? Like,
That would be unreal.
that's 410.
If you can play with Heavy Storm and you want True Nade back, you've got problems. At least Heavy Storm, you can hit it with Rose, you can hit it with Shoot Your Weapons Over.
Isn't
True
there, a
Nade,
card,
like,
isn't there a card that says if more than, like, is it Starlight Road but for returning cards? I feel like there is.
I
like returning
can't
cards
think
in
of
the
any
hand.
off the top of my head.
I
Like,
feel
you mean
there
returning
should-
cards?
that seems like something that should happen, right?
You mean like returning cards from the field to the hand?
Maybe, I don't know.
Rebound that does that.
What?
It's a counter trap for rebound.
Hey, get closer to your mic. We can barely hear you. You sound like you're coming through something weird.
Okay, it's a counter trap called rebounds. Basically, whenever your opponent activates a card that returns cards from the field to the hand, you can activate it, negating the effect, and if you do, you can send 1 card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, or return 1 card your opponent throws back to their hand.
Oh, so, okay. So I was right. There is a card that stops it.
Yep.
So the simple answer would be, yes, there is a card that stops it.
Yeah.
Wait, it does negate the effect, right?
Yeah, negating the effect is a counter trap, so only cards that can can really stop.
Cool. Other shit that happened? Stratos being banned, I still think Heroes is a viable deck. I really
It's
do.
slowed down immensely, though.
It's not stupid now, is what it is.
Yeah,
Like, I built a hero deck, and I had to use other heroes. Like, I put in 2 Gemspark, I put in an Evocator Chevalier, obviously the 3 Neos Alias, 2 Bubble Man, I think I put in a Heat and a Voltic, because Voltic is amazing, and I don't understand why people don't like that card. Because with Miracle Fusion, it's like the nuts. If it was a warrior, it would be ridiculous.
Because many people used to like bow beat and stuff like that, and Voltic really wasn't
okay.
needed.
I think that the issue with Elemental Heroes, honestly, is the fact that they don't have enough good monsters. They don't have beaters, and you can only exceed so many times. Like, obviously,
they have the species for that.
Right. Obviously, we know that they're the best, the most supported archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Of course.
Like, if I could make them work, I would, because I love superheroes and stuff. Like, I'm not a comic book nerd, but I like superheroes. And, like, I've tried making I called it a bad hero deck because of all the random stuff I ran. But there's the one card, Heroes Bond, I think it is, which I think it's like if you control a face-up elemental hero monster, special summon 2 from your hand.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I have to
That
do
is
that.
fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
I have some of those.
how is that even fair? And yet nobody seems to care about that. And I feel like that's a card that I'm going to end up using when I'm debating some person in the future about a card's, like, whether or not it should be banned. Like, really, that card is so good. But
yeah, I had some of those. I played like a makeshift hero deck at one time, and I had like 2 of those in, and it's like, oh, what the hell?
So good. So fucking good. And then, of course, there's that whole top-decking Bubble Man. Like, I get people think that, like, okay, Bubble Beat is not as good, not nearly as good anymore because it doesn't have the back row. But then again, Bubble Beat was not that good of a deck in the first place. So, you know, I mean, nobody was using it. They use it in OCG. It won occasionally. It didn't win against Dragons, but it can't. I mean, of course, I don't understand why they didn't do better because they have Great Tornado and Super Poly, and they can get rid of Dragosack easily. But
because a lot of people weren't going to play Bold Beat. They wanted to play the Dragons because they won. It wasn't a sense of how the deck is. It's a sense of how people are playing a certain deck.
I mean, the bane of here, like, anytime you run a back row deck, the one thing that beats you above all else is another back row deck.
Yeah.
Well, okay, a back row deck or a deck that has Decree, but usually decks that have heavy back row can get around Decree. They usually run at least 2 to 3 MST, a Trap Stun, or like something like Gorilla, an archetypal kind of thing. And of course, Heroes had Stratos with his second effect.
Oh yeah, that was fun to go off.
Yeah, right. I think that this ban list made it, and this, of course, I know that we said we're going to talk about YCS Toronto, but this is really the best kind of preface we can give. It really put skill back into the game.
It really did.
Like, you don't, even the archetypes that are coming out, like Ghost Tricks, don't derp. They have individual good cards, but they don't derp everywhere.
And then for the next step.
Boujins are very, very, like, weird, and they have super duper good individual cards. But it's similar to Fire Fists.
They don't go stupid nuts over Sacco stuff.
Like,
you know, they do their own thing.
The thing is, in Fire Fists, like, there isn't one particular card that they get that you see that they get, and then you're just like, oh, well, I'm boned. Like, there's, like in Dragons, once they got the Dracosack with 2 tokens, you were kind of like, well, if I don't get my Compulse, I'm kind of fucked.
Like, the feature decks are pretty much not like you just blink for 1 second, like, oh shit, where these monsters come from?
Of course, we don't know what's coming out in the next set, like, whatever it's called, the...
After Shadow Specters?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Not the Shadow Specters, like Valiant, what I don't remember.
Yeah, some Valiant, something cool.
I don't remember.
We don't know what's coming after that, obviously. So
we don't even know what's coming after yet. We just know the Chaos number 101.
Yeah, so they're probably not going to make anything super derpy. At least I doubt they will.
Well, and also we still have the Noble Knight support coming, Shadow Specters. We don't know what they're going to do with that.
I faced a Noble Knight deck, and I actually had some trouble against it. It was
really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, playing Fire Fists, I kind of have to be able to pop stuff, and if I can't target them, but I got around it eventually. Like, it was pretty funny. I just had my I didn't know I was going to enter the tournament, and so I didn't really have a side. So I pretty much just kind of threw together whatever I had from last format, which entailed 2 Curse of Darkness. So I sided that against him, and I opened 2 of them game 3. So I opened with 1. He activated MST, paid the 1,000, and to the MST, just to be a dick, I chained Curse of Darkness. So, yeah, it was pretty great. And then I'm going to make an entire video about this. What do you guys think is the most degenerate deck in Yu-Gi-Oh?
What do you mean, degenerate?
Like, least amount of skill to do the best amount of thing. Yeah, I know that.
Dragon?
So,
Dragon rule?
no, you have to.
I like how you
have
put
to,
that
You
to do the most amount of thing.
you can fuck up with dragons.
Yeah, but okay, I'll go with Dark World.
Dark Worlds? Okay. What about you, Mike?
No.
Probably Exodia Solitaire.
See, even I think that Exodia takes more skill than Perfect Herald. Because Perfect Herald... Okay, sorry. Just so I don't forget this. Another reason why I like this ban list is the fact that I'm pretty sure like 95% of the players were happy with it, and even the people whose decks got hit didn't complain about it. Spellbook players, it's like the first time in Yu-Gi-Oh! That people accept that their cards are broken. Like, Spellbook players all were like, yep, Judgment's broken.
Need to be banned.
Judgment's broken. I know that. I'm going to play with it, but, after that, whatever. And Dragon players were like, yep, don't need the babies. They're pretty good, but whatever. So, Perfect Herald, you have at least, 6 normal monsters in your deck?
Like Mystical Shine Balls and all that.
Right, you have 3 Mystical Shine Balls. You usually run the 2 Gyukutan and Megami something.
Gyukutan and Megami, yeah.
Yeah, you run a bunch of normal monsters, plus the Agent Engine you're probably running, plus the possibly Sonic Bird or whatever it is, and then the 3 Manjus. You're running all that shit. You have so many fairies, plus Christia, plus, Hyperion. Excuse me. You have all the stuff. You basically have... And plus 3 Dark Factory of Mass Production. Okay, because I commented on the YouTube video, the deck profile of the guy who topped with Perfect Herald, which we'll get to that. And I was like, I'm glad this kid did well, but I wish it was with a real deck and not Perfect Herald. Because I don't think it takes any... And so people were like, you clearly got butthurt by a Perfect Herald deck. No, the deck is ridiculous. What? How is it fair to not let your opponent play your deck? You don't get
That's
to
why I play Rockstun. Same thing. Rockstun and Necrovalley.
You can fuck up with Rockstun.
Rockstun and Necrovalley. You can't do anything.
I don't... You could probably give a Perfect Herald deck to somebody that has never played before, explain to them how Advanced Ritual Art works, and then they just know to negate every card from there. If you think about it, a first-turn Herald is pretty much unbeatable. If they have a Dark Factory, at least, and they run 3 of it. So, you get out the first-turn Herald, you have anywhere from 2 to 4 negations of your opponent's 6 cards. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So, theoretically, they're going to be running 2 traps, right? So, that's 4 cards. You can negate all 4 of those cards and still draw next turn. They can't activate it until your draw phase, and then you can negate that with Herald. You can still get around it. Still, that's ridiculous. That shouldn't work. I think they should just ban Perfect Herald.
You want to know a deck that can get over Perfect Herald?
I'm sure there's lots. What?
Lightsworn! JD!
Yeah, right. Well, okay, yes, there are. I'm not saying there's not decks that can get around Perfect Herald, but I'm saying that of all the decks in Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's the most skillless and degenerate. And I will stand by that. I don't think that there's much skill at all to be had with that deck. Even with Exodia, and people were like, oh, but Infernities. No, Infernities you have to memorize combos. You at least have
to.
You have to.
Infernities, you have to know how to play the deck to win.
Right. Well, yeah, especially the Synchro build. You can't fuck that
I
up.
tried that.
If you fuck up the Synchro build, you lose. You
I
can't do anything.
I tried the Synchro build. I admit I got my ass kicked because I noticed how I was doing.
Yeah, you only have 3 barrier. That's it.
Yeah.
You have 3 barrier. Good luck. That's how it works. You can't trigger 2 Archfiends at the same time, so Launcher's not that broken. Obviously, if you're good, you know to get a Necromancer and an Archfiend, but still, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
And I just hate that deck so much. Is there anything else worth note in the ban list, really, worth talking about?
What deck?
Oh, hey, Connor's here.
I just woke up, yay.
Yay, Connor.
Yay.
I was just talking about how much I hate Perfect Herald.
Yeah, I hate that deck.
Yep.
I was playing a really shitty version of it, and I almost lost just because it was Herald.
Yep. I was talking about how you can fuck up any deck besides Perfect Herald, pretty much. Like, if somebody built the deck for you, which with net decking pretty much always happens now.
It's not hard to. It's not even net decking. You just easy
Right,
because it's
you
pretty
can-
much a set number of cards.
Exactly. Like Exodia, you can fuck it up. You can
Well,
play the wrong card.
I do it all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
all fucked up Exodia.
But don't forget Mind Drain, Exodia. Done. So Connor, today we're talking about YCS Toronto.
Is this a podcast?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Hey, guys. How long have I missed? How much?
25 minutes.
That's not bad.
We haven't really done much anyways. We've pretty much just been me talking.
Yeah, it's most podcasts.
Pretty much. Connor, what have you been doing in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Sleeping.
Sleeping?
I've done a lot of sleeping, focusing my energies on sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a bagel. It's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh preparation
Okay.
in there.
All right. Sounds good.
Then I went back to sleep, and now I'm about to do magic stuff. So yeah, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh going on here.
I see.
What's magic?
I have to report some events
There,
for it.
Connor, there's a link to what we're talking about. It's the decks that topped.
I know what top.
I know.
We talked about Top Toronto, right?
What?
With Top Toronto.
Yeah.
No one's talking about the Infernity player. I think that's kind of surprising.
We were about to stop it.
I'm good at this game.
Stop it. Okay.
Nick was gonna be all cool, be like, "I'm gonna say something no one thought of," and then Connor comes in and ruins it.
It's usually how it works. So, may as well move into YCS Toronto, because I think I said everything I wanted to say about the ban list.
The amazing super duper chocolate ban list.
Yes, the sex ban list. Let's just call it the sex list. Oh, I also talked about how much I love Arrested Development.
Yeah, so sweet.
What? Yeah, I know.
That's so sweet.
It is. I've been watching, I'm almost finished with the series. It's hilarious. So very well written. Alright, so YCS Toronto. I know that specifically...
Back to our original topic.
Yeah, I know that specifically Nagi will disagree with me on this because he hates pro players. He thinks they're all a bunch of arrogant fucks. Which, I've met a lot of them, and I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, they... Really, it's a matter of whether or not they have a right to be arrogant. I mean, do I think anybody should be arrogant? No, but have they earned the right? Possibly.
Makes sense.
Patrick Hoban, national champion. That's something you can brag about.
And he got to third, and so it's like Tyler Tabman. He topped like one other time, right, at YCS Chicago with Gravekeepers. Which,
Okay, but you have to admit, his year where he was on a roll was one of the best years,
yeah,
done in a while.
but
Granted, he hasn't done anything since, but that one year was fucking year.
I just remember he posted a status because he had a locals the week after WCQ, and he was like, "We're national champion, can't even win at locals," and I thought it was really funny because I didn't like his wind-up build because that was my deck, but so anyways, I think it's funny that people were saying that skill got put back into the game, and it's shown by the fact that the quote-unquote pro players pretty much all topped.
Patrick Hoban topped. Who else topped?
I'm looking.
Fraser Smith.
Fraser Smith, Dale Bolito.
Sean LeBlanc.
Yeah. Just a lot
I'd
of...
like to make a special notice to Ben Leverett, who made day 2 on his very first YCS, not playing in the Dragon Duels.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Who was the Dragon Duel champion?
Oh, yeah.
That's the WCQ.
Wait, was that the kid with the awesome faces?
I probably. He makes some awesome faces.
Whoever won, the kid that won.
He was the.
No, that's Oliver one.
No,
Okay,
yeah, that's Oliver Tomiko.
Oliver Tomiko makes the best faces I've ever seen anybody make when they duel.
Yeah.
Like-
Ben Leverett was the WCQ champion.
Okay. Got it. Alright. Well, good for him.
Yeah,
Well played, sir.
it's a start.
Yeah. Oh, Patrick Hoban was the one we weren't talking about. But
Yeah.
whatever, we already knew that. Alright, so Dragon Ruler Plants won. Right? Or was it... Wait, that was the Dragon Ruler that just... He's the one that only ran the Dandelion, right? Yes, he is.
I
Okay.
thought he ran off the other
Nope.
planes, like Lone Fire stuff like
Well,
that.
he ran Debris Dragon.
Well, I meant like playing like Lone Fire Sport
Nope.
stuff like that.
Nope. No
I didn't?
score, no
Wow.
nope. Alright, he had a weirdish deck. Like, okay, remember that time that I decided I was going to make a skill drain dragon deck and you guys all laughed at me?
I still laugh.
And
at
we
you.
still
I don't
do.
think I
Yeah, we still do.
that deck.
Remember that time that like 3 people topped with a skill drain dragon deck?
Nope, don't remember.
No.
That if you look at the dragon decks,
What is this Skill Drain Dragon ruler deck you talking about?
yeah, that's a thing. People top with it.
Remember when I made a zombie deck and that one guy? Oh wait,
Yeah. Yep.
no one topped with that deck. I'm kind of sad by that.
I was happy that only one person topped with Fire Fists, and I don't think their build was very good.
I've never seen their. I
It
haven't
was
seen their.
I built a similar version, calling it the Mad Hatter because it's 3/4 axis. But I mean it's okay. He made a lot of weird choices. We'll go into that because I want to talk about that. But the champion, who is where's his
Edward
name?
Huang?
Edward Kwong.
Edward Huang.
I
Edward
can't pronounce
Edward
that though.
Huang.
Oh.
Well, first of all, congratulations to you. Doubt he's hearing this, but that's okay. He played Dragon Rulers with just Dandelion, which, interesting choice. I could see where he was going with that. He played the 1 Flameveil Guard and the 2 Corseska, which he really made usefulness of Tempest. Like,
This deck looks sweet, but I can never play it.
no, I couldn't. I like
This
my
just
version.
just looks like something I would just struggle with.
This is clearly one of those decks that the guy built around his own playstyle.
Yeah, you have to
Which
know how
I
to play the deck.
Other things of note, he only
It's
played...
Core in the board.
Yes, 1 Effect Veiler and 2 Maxi. The 3 cards of Consonance, which is interesting because, he's got the low-level Dragon Tuners to discard. Then also the 2 Dragon Ravine, which is nice. I found one in my version. I only play 1 because I could only fit 1. But when I draw it, it's pretty much amazing. And because you can not only mill dragons into your grave, but you can add Corseska, which is nice. Corseska. I always thought it was Corsica, and then I looked at the spelling, and there's an S.
Corseska.
Really?
Yeah, there's an S.
I never noticed.
Yep. Then the 2...
It is like Corseska.
Yeah. The 2 Raigeki Break.
Shows how much I can fucking read.
Your English t-shirt proud.
The 2 Raigeki Break is nice because it has... because you always have cards in your hand with the dragons. And the 1 Skill Drain. Interesting main deck, but whatever.
Some decks are main decking it. Yeah, so...
Did we talk about the debunk in the side?
I'm not shocked by
I
that.
remember somebody was trying to fight it against me, like, one time. I was like, what the fuck?
Well played.
People are playing that now?
And then Cookie Marrow Drago.
I've been telling people to side
I
the
love that card. I side that card.
That card's
Cookie
good.
Bear Drago's sweet.
Yes, it is.
Despite the fact I play Heretics. But it's really an awesome card.
It is.
It's really good.
Mistbird Clausulus, which I assume is for 2 Dandy tokens and a level 1 tuner.
Yep.
Or a Maxine. Shooting Star Dragon, which pretty much every build plays, and like I thought I was weird for putting it in, but I guess I'm not.
You can easily bring it out.
You can, but why? Like that's what I always.
You can go freaking Usain food on that.
I always look at my deck and I'm like, why am I even playing this? I never make it, and if I do, it's not that great. You want to talk about? Anybody else have anything to say about this dragon deck?
No.
No.
It's a dragon deck.
It's
It
dragons,
works.
yeah. It's nothing to say.
That's the thing I'd like to say. Can we really knock anything if it works?
Nope.
It's like, hey, that's a crappy side deck, but it worked.
Oh yeah, was it? Apparently, I heard that Simon He was there.
I did not know that.
I watched a video
Really? He
and
was
somebody was
there?
like, Simon He in the background, all them British players.
I thought I didn't think he'd show up, if that's true. Because wasn't he, like, kicked out, like, in 30 or something
That's
like
what I
that?
thought. No, that was another. Wasn't that Satoshi Kato?
No, Simon He was banned.
Yeah, I know, but I thought he said something about playing Infernities and then switching.
No, I didn't know what
Oh,
to say.
okay. Move on to the Mermail deck. Really interesting.
It's Mermails.
Aqua Spirit, let's just get it out of the way.
Well, hey, Will Cole used it too,
bad.
so he's not the first person to think of it.
I never thought about that. It's actually pretty cool. Nice little
Yeah,
tag.
it is nice. And
It's
plus
really
you
nice. It's
contribute
really
it.
nice.
I'm in a minute or two. I'm doing something. Don't worry, I'm good.
Hi, Connor's mom. She didn't say hi to me. Hey guys, remember that time that Thomas's mom
Yeah,
bought
'cause-
us drugs?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
So, were we recording at that point, or were we just on? We were just on Skype. So this one time, Thomas's mom walked in, and she made Thomas like go outside to get the lawnmower or something. I was like, "Hey Thomas, did you get the weed, man?" And then Thomas's mom was like, "Excuse me, I'm the one that buys the drugs for him in this house." It was just so funny.
That was the
Alright, so this Mermail deck, Sarosh Siberian, really used all the Mermail cards, like a good majority of them. Also, I think before anybody else says it, Chain Whirlwind in the side deck, really, really, really good idea.
yeah. Chain Whirlwind's actually going to be a nice little card this one.
Especially because he can trigger it himself, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he can. I don't remember.
He can trigger it with his own Mermail cards. So, because it's, for those of you that don't know, Chain Whirlwind is a trap card, common from Duelist Revolution. Activate only when a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect. Select 2 spell or trap cards on the field and destroy them. Basically, you go like plus, 3 with Megalo?
Cannot wait.
Even just a Tejas? So,
Yeah.
Connor, if you need to go, we could pause it.
Spend some time with us while you're here.
Oh, Mom, don't worry.
Do you need the back for miscellaneous?
No. Fine.
Connor, do you need us to pause it? Okay.
I'm back.
Alright, cool. He used
Like-
Abyssocia.
Like, one of the things I was excited to see was Transmigration Prophecy in the side deck.
Right, and that's still that's going to be at 1 forever, isn't it?
What?
It's
What's
like
the
a-
Transmigration Prophecy?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
well, because
But it's a nice little tech.
Well, because
you
it
know?
creates a loop with itself, right? Because you can
It's like
return
OTK
other.
with
You
it,
can
so.
right. Well, because you can return other transmigration prophecies. So
Pretty much.
he used Abyssocia, which is what most people noted. It's a pretty good. Okay, that's weird. It's a level 3, water, aqua, 1100 attack, 1900 defense. Target 1 Mermail monster you control. Excuse me. Special summon any number of level 4 or lower Mermail monsters from your deck whose combined levels are less than or equal to the level of that monster. Then send that monster to the graveyard. So basically, it turns a Megalo into a Lind and a Pike, which is interesting.
Too much math.
Yep.
That's
I mean,
bad for your head.
running 34 monsters, it's pretty easy for him to get that effect off.
Yeah.
And he's got, let's see, 1 lead. How many Tejas? 3 Tejas, 3 Megalo, right? 3 Megalo? 2
I think
Megalo.
so.
2 Megalo.
Well, some people are doing
So
one
6.
that do make one.
You know, I don't even think that, like, it's worth it running 3 anymore.
No, it's not really.
Oh, he's not running a Diva.
Really?
Yeah, no one runs Diva.
That's interesting.
Only Fishborg Archer.
Weird.
Hmm.
So, anything, Morphing Jar number 2. That's
That's actually a dickish card.
It
I
is.
love that
It
card.
is.
I love that card so much.
really is. Mech-equipped Engineer. Glad someone's showing that card some love. And
Yay.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm actually buying that card.
that's that deck. Okay, Yugi, you talk about the Blackwing deck.
Oh my god. I was not a fan of this Blackwing deck, really.
Okay.
I was surprised that it was not teched out.
I was like, I understand why you play 3 Maxis, but me personally, I prefer side deck Maxis. Just because I hated Mage. I don't know why, it never worked out for me. But, other than that, it's a pretty good Blackwing deck. I would definitely replace the, where is it? I thought he played it. Unless they forgot it. Wasn't he playing that Blackwing Ground?
What?
Wasn't he playing Blackwing Graham? The
Graham the North Star or whatever?
Yeah, because I don't see it on here.
Isn't it in the extra deck?
Yeah, I'm looking unless I'm missing it somehow.
Well, it says 14 cards in the extra deck, so it's probably...
Okay,
oh, wait,
well,
was that a jump card, or was that in the...
That was
Exo
manga
promo?
card.
A
That was
what?
manga card. It was a manga card.
Yeah, so that's why, because it's not, Oh, yeah, there you go. It says in the notes. Yeah, because TCG Player doesn't have the manga cards on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I would replace that with Amadeus, hands down, because Amadeus is just a better card to go into for low pricing range.
Well, doesn't Graham make his
Yeah, but
value better?
here's the thing. Amadeus will help protect you from things like Honest, Pollute, Abakiri, Traps whenever it attacks.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Maybe he didn't think that the Bujin threat was that big.
Well, also Amadeus is gone in price. It's not as cheap as it was.
Right. I assume the... Sorry, I assume the Bujin matchup is not that terrible.
It's because it's a kind of difficult because of the fact that Icarus does target, so the turtle Empress Habakiri, it's a little bit more powerful than Clued at times because it doubles their attack, so their strongest monster becomes 30 in a sense. So it's
Whoops.
you can't beat Bujin.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's fine. So, I like that people are playing a lot of Duality.
Yes.
Yes.
Only
Also, the cards from Black Feathers was the best deck.
Yes.
So much duality.
Main deck Devi. That's interesting. And then two
that
inside.
happens.
Why though? Like, what is Devi gonna do?
It will take care of some of the lower attack fire monsters. Like
No, I understand what the card does, but
Well, no, I'm just saying for some matchups, like for the Dragon Lizards, they take care of some of the weaker monsters, so they can't really utilize them in the hand like effectively.
I guess
like,
it works
take care
in
of
the mirror.
trees. But yeah, but
it
it's
works. It gets rid of Clute in the mirror, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good card on the deck at least at one.
Oh, and hand traps. Bless you?
Yeah, I wasn't good for hand traps.
Okay. What else? 3 Icarus attack, which is...
Of course.
That's odd. 3 Light Imprisoning Mirror. So I guess
That's
he
for
was...
the Butchin matchup, because it shuts him down.
Perhaps that's why he didn't need Armades or Armadeus, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Armades.
Rock me Armadeus.
I just think it's a better option at times than Ground.
And the triple Imperial Iron Wall.
I would also recommend at least running one Delta Grill for anybody because it's just fantastic.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey,
What's up?
I'm gonna prep the food so Ronchi's get in the shower. All I have is trickle flies. Are you gonna eat them?
Sure.
Okay. Get in the shower.
I'm not.
Okay. Now we'll look at Petra Coben's Dragoonity deck.
It's not Dragoonity! Why
Is
is
it?
not Dragoonity? It's not Dragoonity.
What is the blaster for?
It's Dragon Rulers with some Dragoonity stuff. That's all it is.
Is he playing? He's not playing title.
It's Dragoonity Rulers?
It's
Dragoonity Rulers.
it's Dragon Rulers with a couple of Dragoonity stuff
I was
back
gonna say,
in.
he's not playing title, so...
Like,
I mean, I guess he doesn't have a use.
Because, like, Dragoonities, it's triple ducks, you got your Legionnaires, your 3 Missile 10, your 2 Tempest, that's Dragoonities. This is Dragon Rulers, just with 6 Dragoonity cards. That's all it is.
Yeah?
Because I did the second thing with Battling Boxers. I was just throwing Battling Dragon Rulers and calling Battling Boxers. Like, yay, I'm so good. Like, that's how you do it.
Then you've got the 2 cards of constants for the... How many targets? 2?
2, yeah.
That's...
I don't know.
Okay, that's a little odd, honestly. Oh, I guess you could search it with Dragon's Ravine, so... I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah, but better to play one.
Why play... okay, he's got 3
Play
redox,
what?
so... I was gonna say, why play 3 Sacred Sword, but he's got
Yeah, because
9
he's playing 9
targets.
Dragon Rulers, 3 Tempest, 3 Redox, 3 Blast.
3 Upstart seems unnecessary. 3 Reckless, what? That seems weird to me. But, I mean, whatever.
Dragoonities can easily... Like, you know what Dragoonities to begin with, so...
Yeah.
So that'd be a better idea.
Triple Exeon Core on the side.
That card's gonna be good.
Yep.
I don't like that card. It's so easy to fight against. It's like, oh hi, you're gonna make my be 1 level less. Like, okay, I'll just make another Exceed. Or, yay, thank you.
Main decking a Trap Stun. Siding Dark Hole for some reason. He's got three Vijay.
Really, what?
3 Vajrayana.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it clearly worked for him, but
I just don't like the fact that people are calling it Dragunities when it's not Dragunities.
yeah, it's more so Dragunity rulers.
It's Dragon Rulers, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah. Let's see. The Dragon Ruler Plants with Lightsworn is another one that's interesting because I think this is the one where he and his friend had the same exact deck list and they both topped.
I
think this is it.
Probably.
I mean, decent idea, right?
Yeah, the light ones add a little more speed to the deck, allow you to get cards greater faster.
Yeah, and is he playing the freaking
What?
little dragon? The little one that
Cortessa?
searches. No, the one that searches out a lighter dark dragon. I can't think of it. Eclipse Wyvern.
Oh, Eclipse Wyvern. I
don't see one. Okay, maybe this isn't the deck then. Yeah, just interesting deck. A lot of people citing Fencing Fire Ferret for the Ophion.
Yeah, because it's actually a pretty fun card to use. Because some decks can't play Raikou, so Fencing Fire Spirit is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the one spellbook, like the first spellbook deck, because they were all pretty much the same. Actually, let's talk about Fraser Smith's.
Yeah, spellbook decks are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
All around. So.
I told everybody they wouldn't be dead. Did people
Who said
believe
they're
me?
gonna be dead? Like
People said
like it's pretty much going back to before Tachyon.
when it took skill.
It's like it's just going like it's basically like Tachyon Galaxy never happened, like it never existed.
Yeah, right.
That's all it happened. That's all it did.
Well, I mean, they got World of Prophecy. Right, that's
Well, I said
Judgment.
Tachyon, not Judgment.
Right. That card's good. People like it. I'm echoing somewhere. Never mind, not anymore. I like the amount of traps he played.
Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing a spellbook.
Well,
like,
no,
I mean,
used to
there's not
have to.
traps. Usually, it's not a whole lot of traps.
well,
I'm
usually
gonna
you
get
used
off,
to.
guys.
What?
I'm gonna get off.
Oh, that's hot.
I'm
All right.
glad I could join you guys for 22 minutes of this podcast.
All right. Well, we will see you later, Connor.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, is he gone yet?
One of the things I was glad, like Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I love that card. This format.
Yeah, that's a really good card. Anything else interesting? No, not really. Double Mind Crush. I guess it's okay.
But my crush is good for some of the matchups.
The 3 rivalry, I don't really understand.
Because you're playing all spellcasters and it'll hurt E-Dragons.
Yeah, but I mean, well, not really gonna hurt E-Dragons anymore.
Well, I mean,
Can they still synchro for, like, can they make Crimson Blader with a Corseska and a Blaster?
I don't think so.
Can Mike?
Oh, sorry, my mic was off.
It's okay. Yeah, we haven't heard you for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, my dad's vacuuming, so
Oh, okay.
I figured I'd try to spare you.
Yeah. Can you like, I know you can't Xyz, but can you synchro for, like, if you have a Corseska and a Blaster on the field, can you make a Crimson Blader under Rivalry?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Rivalry prevents summoning that would put something different on the field.
Okay. Alright.
I'll have to look that one up later, but off the top of my head, I don't think so.
Okay.
It sounds like it would work.
Right. But my point is that, like, I don't think it's that useful.
I've heard it goes to match over
Well, like,
yeah.
they have plenty of Dragon Synchros in their... Like, they can easily get out a Dragon Ruler and a Debris and make Star Eater, or Stardust, or Red Dragon Archfiend. There's a plethora of monsters they can make outside of...
I'm saying, like, it doesn't officially, like, kill or murder the deck. It kind of slows it down a little bit, you know?
Right. The only other thing that I could feasibly see it used against is Mermails.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they don't really... Like, it doesn't matter that much. Let's talk about the Constellar deck. I haven't
only
actually seen
Thomas
this.
is here.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we should wait, but we shouldn't. So,
Let's see.
this seems like a pretty basic deck. I mean, 2 system down on the side is odd. And the 1 Twister...
Like, what?
I like how he sided Overworked, like that's gonna matter.
Like, Like, the only thing I can really think System Down being good against is really Straggle Sack.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's any machine decks running around that, that people are playing.
There was the one guy that topped with Karkari Kirkia. So, I guess he fucked him over.
Oh, yeah, System Down.
Oh, you mean the guy who topped with Karakuri who wasn't Desmond?
Yeah. Although there was somebody... Oh, it was the Fire Fist player who sided one Cyber Dragon and had a Chimera Tech in his extra. So, go him.
I knew that.
Which is actually not a bad idea, because...
Yeah, it really is.
When you're playing Fire Fist and they get that many... Like, you can handle 2-3 big monsters, but when they get 4 or 5...
You're like, you need a way out.
It's tough. It's pretty bad.
You need a way out of that, though.
Right. So...
It's also good against, like, the E-Dragon match.
Yeah, I don't understand the one Kaiku. Like, he plays Kaiku, the concealer guy, in his side. Why? Like, doesn't do anything for him.
No fake, no priestess plays, for instance.
Doesn't Kaiku...
It prevents ban.
Doesn't it only remove monsters?
No, I meant, like, they can't use fake because then they can't banish the spellbooks.
Why not?
Because it doesn't Kaiku prevent banishing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I completely forgot about a second effect.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Whoops. Derp. Yep, whatever.
Okay, now what was that question about Blaster and Corseska?
Can you synchro into a different type of monster?
With, Rivalry?
With
Yeah.
Rivalry up, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I go look this up.
As we have been. Evil Swarms.
Oh, God. That's
Did
annoying.
he even bother playing Rabbit? He did, okay.
Well, it still could kind of won.
I think it was... I think that was their indirect hit on Evil Swarms, was getting rid of...
That's what it was. It was pretty much like, okay, here's a nice... Sort of like a hit for Evil Swarm. Even though you only really need one rabbit for the death.
Yeah.
The other one was just so you get to your hand faster.
Well, it's an issue of consistency, but they also have the trap that lets them shuffle it back in. So, I
Yeah.
guess for them it doesn't really matter, but...
It doesn't really...
I like how he used the good ones. Like, he used Mandragora. Seriously underutilized card, in my opinion.
Mandragora is so good.
I want to do a Chaos Plant deck with it.
Mandragora in my Chaos. Conquer Chaos.
Yeah.
This is so
Wait,
good.
Oh, okay. Wait, he's not playing Pandemics?
Really? Wow, he's not.
That's weird. That's got to be wrong.
Wait, Infestation, Infection... Yeah, this, like...
This has to be wrong. There's no way.
Electrify... I'm looking on the side, maybe he's playing the side deck. No, he's not.
No. There's,
Wow,
this has to be
okay.
wrong. Let me go see if this is wrong.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, you can't synchro into,
You cannot?
Yeah, Rivalry and the other card I can't remember off the top of my head. Goes in match, prevents summoning while you have something different on the field.
Okay.
So if you were going to synchro, it would have to be for like Stardust Dragon or whatever.
Okay.
Which is equally as valid. There's Stardust Dragon, the Scrap Dragon, anything else you can synchro for.
Alright, let's see if there's no Pandemics in this deck.
I'm adding up real quick to see if it's back going for
Yeah, I'm looking it up I'm looking up the real world profile. Whoops. Okay. We'll get to the spells, because he only runs 5, apparently.
Only 5 spells?
I really don't think that's true. Like, there has to be a Pandemic.
That
in
is
there.
exactly 40 cards.
Yeah, okay, he's playing Pandemic.
He is?
Yeah, I see it right here.
Okay, so it's a 42 card deck then, or they just replace something by accident?
It looks like he's playing 3. Hold on, he's 2. He's playing 2.
Okay, so it's
So
like a 42...
it's either 42 or they messed up.
Okay, because I'm about to say, like, what Evil Swarm player doesn't play? Like, hey, dude, that's just...
Wait, Connor just texted me. One of the things I wanted to talk about, some of the hype decks going in were TGs, Zombies, Agents, non-Herald builds, and Boojins. Sign of them not topping... Or, them not topping is a sign of things to come, or is an isolated incident. I say all isolated incidents excluding Boojins. Mind Drain are too prevalent. Zombies would be like wind-ups. Agents would be in and out, top 32 all season, and TG Stun should be played, and I am shocked it was not there. So that's interesting.
As for the Boojin, I feel like Boojin are good, but they're not there yet.
Which, I'd also like to point out that Connor's texts that I just got puts the text total to 10 this podcast, which is like more than I've gotten for the entire day. So, yeah, so apparently this is wrong, but I should leave a comment, but I think I'll just message Jason directly. Is Jason, like a judge? Mike?
Jason
Meyer?
not in the sense. No, he's one of the writers for Konami.
That's what I thought. Okay, I thought I saw him at WCQ writing down the feature match.
Yeah,
But okay, so that was him.
I don't know if he's actually in the judge program, but he knows his stuff.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's a really nice guy.
He's literally my favorite Canadian ever.
Really? Like he always comments on my Facebook statuses with something witty, and I like it.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah. Karakuri Gyugia, only playing 3 Karakuris.
Really? Wait, what?
That's really all you need. Well, he's playing 1 Birdman, so I mean, yeah, it's because the entire deck is basically accessible. I like the fact that he played Gear. Go him. He played. Wow, this is actually surprisingly similar to my build. He played the 3 Mach 2s and the 1 Geargiano, and the double gear.
Hey,
Cool.
Why did you copy my deck?
No, he's got 2 Saizon, an Isipachi, and the Birdman, and that's enough to make the 2 Burets and the 2 Buretos in the deck.
Yeah.
So, he's got. Oh, and I watched the video of him, and he's like he played 1 Iron Call. He's like, this replaced Reborn in my deck.
I
was like, that's not how that works, but whatever.
The
I mean, I'm not gonna say.
One Karakuri deck I want to see top just for hell of it is the Phantom Beast Karakuri.
Well, the deck's good, so I feel like it will eventually.
When people, really see the power of it.
Yeah, there's not a ton to say about that. The thing that's noted as 4X's Fire Fists, whatever. I don't like the deck.
It's like, what the hell ever.
I don't really like. I don't think it's a good build. I think it's okay. I think he just made weird choices, which if it works for him, that's okay. I'm not gonna say
also
it's...
the Fire Kings. What?
What? Oh yeah, no, that's what you play now, or at least that's what
Really?
I started.
You play
I started playing that last format because it helps
Really?
me a lot. Yeah, it speeds up the deck.
I haven't seen that.
You summon out Caribou, it gets destroyed in the end phase. You get a bear, and you have all your damage traps set, so that if they attack the bear, you get a spell.
Most of the Fire
it's
Fist players I see don't play.
It's
Either
really
haven't brought that out or they don't play it.
Yeah, it's really good. And then the quote-unquote Tele Madolce.
Wait, what?
Hey, remember that time we came up with that too?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We have come up with all these quote-unquote innovative decks. We've come up with all these in passing.
So when's the Plant Madoki deck on top?
This is a...
Psychic Jumper, what the
which
fuck?
I think he said he had... Is this the one with giant rats? Yeah. He said he wanted to take out the giant rats, but it was also a decent idea. Because he uses Psychic Jumper to switch control of giant rat and whatever card his opponent has, and then he gets the monster, which is good.
Wait, isn't Madoche baffle the sheep thing?
Yeah, it changes battle position. So he could... It's a very control-oriented deck. I give props to him for topping. I mean, I probably wouldn't play the deck this way, but it looks solid. So
I wouldn't play Madochi at all. I don't like the deck.
I did for a brief while. It was a fun deck.
I tried.
Now we get to Perfect Herald.
Can
we just skip it?
The deck that he loves.
Nope. Okay, let me just show them. Okay, so he's not even playing Dark Factory Mass Production, but he has 30 monsters, and let's see. Yep, every single one of them except for Max C is Manju's a fairy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 28 fairies. 28 fairies.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
And you're gonna tell me that takes skill. The 3 transmodify, yeah. I mean, that's not innovative. That's been going around the internet, but
Herald does take some skill. You have to know how to keep your opponent in the duel so they don't quit out of sheer boredom. It takes skill to do that.
This is very much true. This is very much true.
Know when to hold
So I just proved you wrong.
Know when to fold them.
Well, what do you guys think this means for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you think it means a consistently diverse meta?
Sort of.
I hope so.
I do as well. I think that, I am very happy with the results here.
I still feel like it's going to be E-Dragon and Mermail sort of dominance, but you're still going to see other, like, random decks kind of, every now and then, but it's pretty much still going to be those two in the top tables.
Yep, I think,
So-
I'm certainly going to be able to top with Fire Fists, because this is, these decks are such easy matchups. And I think what it comes down to as far as topping, it's going to be the player.
Yeah.
So,
I've been testing different decks for this format. I jumped on the zombie bandwagon, but not
Did you?
actual. Not actual zombies, it's like Go Zombies, but it's been doing
Okay.
very, very well.
yeah.
I've beaten Mermails with it. I've actually beaten a couple of Dragon Ruler.
Nice.
It's hilarious.
Nice. Yeah, so
It's going to come down to who can outplay each other mainly.
I think it's going to make for a good game. Mike, what do you think?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
I think it's funny that a lot of the stuff, people were saying that Infernities were going to top, but they didn't.
I would have
Did
loved Symphony Stop.
it's good.
I think they did. Is this yeah, it's top 50.
I don't think Matt Chastain was there. Is the
I think
problem.
they got to at least top 54.
I don't know if they had much of a showing. I feel like if they had a bigger showing, then perhaps it would work.
Maybe later on the line, people might start playing Infernities more.
People were citing Shadow Mirror, right?
Yeah, because they were
And they
prepared
can't-
for Blackwings in effect.
Yeah. Oh, right. I was gonna say they can't
Because
just be
Blackwings
previous
got
ones.
so much attention. Of course, you're going to be preparing for them.
Right. And how many of them topped out of the top 32? One.
What?
One? Okay. Well, I mean, Crims was telling me, because he used to play Blackwings, he was like, yeah, it's going to be, the people that are playing right now are bad. That are using they're just bad, and it's just all hype.
Oh, good. Thank you. Considering that I played Blackwings for years.
Right, and he said that the people that did play it back then will either not pick up the deck or do well with it, because they don't...
I've always had the deck, regardless of one thing I want. Because
I mean, yeah, you don't have 3 Gale.
yeah, we don't have 3 Gale. 3 Gale and 3 Warwick in this format
The
right
thing is,
now would be stupid.
You don't have the free tuners. You have the free you have free non-tuners.
We have
Like,
the searching, which is good.
You could play Breeze and get the free tuner.
If you want.
Right, you
Add
could
cards.
normal summon your Shura, add Breeze, and then
Yeah, it's
special
not a bad
Bora.
card, really.
Right. I mean, what I think you could do, I think the optimal play, if you were to play Breeze, which not necessarily recommending you should, would be having Bora, Shura and Bora,
It's like,
just normal summoning
not
Shura,
horrible.
getting...
It's not really good, but it's not horrible at the
Right.
same time.
Well, you could just get the Breeze, get a level 7 sync,
Yeah,
and a level
like,
5.
if it's viable in a sense.
Yeah, it's viable.
Oh god.
I can't believe no one's made that joke yet.
Well, one thing I want
That's-
to make note is that the guy who topped the Blackwings talking about how do you want to take out his value. No, would not recommend that. Value's too good.
One's good, I guess.
Well, if you play
As
it
long as
once,
you don't draw it, or if you just Icarus it away.
well, it's also you have cards for black players. He's playing in the deck, so if you draw the value, you can banish your cards and draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You good.
it's a good thing.
You good. Yep. Anybody have anything else to say?
Nope, not really.
No?
Okay. Well, fun stuff at YCS Toronto. Hopefully it means a better meta. Guess we could say goodbye for now. So, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
Alright, good night and good luck. Okay.